Man, it took some time, but finally got this entire place mapped out, and I really like it. It looks really cool. It has a few missing parts, but I think it'll work for now. I'm definitely glad that I got a chance to see where everything is. I even have this little pocket of land right here that's nice and prepared for us. Oh, hi, and welcome back. My name's Xivern. I also go by Sean. And welcome back to Growth SMP, a wonderful small server meant for small content creators for those of like-minded origins. Yeah, welcome. If it's your first time here, I'm glad you're here. If not, welcome back. Yeah, so if you've seen last episode, we kind of left it off on a weird section to where our lore began. It was a very good kickoff for a lot of the people on the server, and they can finally start to be in their character. Oops, that's not what I wanted. However, for us, I'm not really someone who really wants to build a character on this server. That'll probably come in time. Specifically, I don't want it to be, I don't have anything for it at this moment in time. The only thing I kind of have is our oasis, so that's why I want us to be in the sand. We have that little bit of story for if we ever run into whoever might be on the server. And trust me, they might not be on right now. Let's check. Not a lot, but a few. There are quite a lot of people who are doing stories, which is great, and I'd love to be involved in some of them. However, right now we just have our sand. A few housekeeping things to kind of keep up on. We have some more cats, plenty of them. I'm slowly working towards that goal of achievements of every cat type. I'm still a little sad. I found the pure black one for the witch's cat before, and I lost it. Like, I couldn't find it by the time I had fish, so that's a little frustrating. However, we do have two new additions to our friendship wall. We have a heart and a friendship fish heart from Samify. Sam's a wonderful friend, a wonderful viewer. Unfortunately, we're like in complete opposite directions on the server, like the farthest apart of two other people. So it's kind of funny, but the fish is our friendship. We have to give them something. Do we want to give, I guess, sugarcane and or honey, maybe cactus as a friendship token? Because I like Sam. Sam's fun. Speaking of like our exports, though, we have gotten quite a good bit of sales from them, and we have a good bit of backlog. Enough to where I can comfortably wear our gear and not worry about anything. In between episodes, though, I finished out getting all of our gear upgraded. I'm slowly working on getting it's somewhere in here. There it is. I'm getting a chess piece prepared. I should probably put this in here. A chess piece prepared for when we actually have enough levels to enchant it. Until then, I'm just kind of hanging out. I will place that there, but I need to show there. So if you've joined me on streams, I've been slowly but surely filling in our ravines with netherrack. There was a ravine right here. You can see why there's sand out of the way. So we did that, as well as fixing a ravine. Where are you? It's fixed, so it no longer really sticks out. I think it was like right along here, and there's a ton of netherrack down there. Netherrack and basalt. And then we have this one here that I just finished. This uses a lot of netherrack. Like a lot. It's kind of funny on just what we got out of it. So we have our holes filled, so now we can put sand on top of it. I didn't really want to just kind of like make a shell of a hole and light it up. So, however, in the meantime, we got a good chunk of netherite from their scraps and their and the actual ingots. So we're pretty good for now, especially if we lose our gear, which hopefully is not the case. And I want to get more because we'll need more of our netherrack to fill in more holes, specifically all over there. So that'll be a good sign to get more. So I'm looking forward to that. However, as you can probably see, I'm kind of outgrowing what we have here. I have a map of this place. This is the very first map I ever did, and I locked it because I want to show like stages. So like this is our first, like this is the crops that's still there. This is our first cactus farm, like before any of the other farms were there. And then like a few chests. So what I want to do in between or at a different point in this episode, I should say, I do plan to map everything out and kind of get a more up-to-date shot. However, first I want to try and situate these in there. We can bump this wall out to maybe even down to here. I kind of only want to give it like maybe 4 or 5 blocks, because if we can do that, let me grab this cut sandstone. I actually don't plan to use much of this cut sandstone. At first I was hoping, or at first I thought it was my favorite of sandstone blocks, and then it very quickly became not the case. So we'll be kind of using this as our fill-in block. So right now I just have like too many bees. I don't know what they're doing. I think I have too many bees for what's possible. Why is that broken? That should not be broken. Fun. That's a bottle one. There's no reason for that not to be working. I'll double check that. So we have all of our farms here kind of going, and they always go as long as we're up in our little section. However, I think it'd be good if we kind of make a bit of like a storage unit here, because this will eventually be buried, because this won't fit any sort of, I guess, lore of the world, and this will be buried in the mountainside. So if we just kind of like bump it out here a bit, I think that would be ideal. That way I can kind of move my stuff from there. We can start to terraform this, because this mountain and like right over here are the 2 spots I want to start with, and I can't really do much if my shit's in the way. So I think I'm going to do that. I will cut and be right back. So yeah, I will see you guys in a few. Okay, so when I was moving everything, hello, sir. Hello. So when I was moving everything, I took down the map and then I put it back up, and I seem to figure it out now that I've redone it. So the map is actually in its correct like orientation now. I don't know why I thought it was so weird. It's because I'm stupid. This river flows off the map and then kind of has an offshoot here. So that explains a lot. But I actually have it, and I kind of like this little room as a little hideout and a little hut if I need to. So I plan to keep it. We still have our friendship pillar. We have our rabbits. However, everything else has been moved over to there. It's not like the prettiest thing, but it gets the job done. And it gives me direct access to all of my farms. Also, give me a moment. I have to pet my cat. Okay, now that pets are done, I hope. She might be back. So this little space isn't really too detailed. It's not really going for design, it's going for functionality. We have our clock, we have our view of where we were to remind us of our past. We have stuff for our jammies, and then just overall storage with a little bit of color coding. My cat's back, so I'll try and talk while here. I am one-handed. If you come to my streams, what the fuck? If you come to my streams, like hopefully you do, you'll see a lot more of that. But as I'm petting her, I kind of just quickly sorted everything through with semi color coding. It's really just everything in its in its spot so that I kind of have a general idea of where something should be. Such as like all of my blaze rods and fuel, kind of like all of my nether stuff. I did sort like my grass and my stones, just to kind of have it all. But I did do wood as well. But things like our nature chest is just threw up inside of there and shut it closed. Same for our random blockies. There was no rhyme or reason, but yeah. Also, my cat's getting more aggressive, so give me a moment. Hi, Shadow. Okay, Shadow has been satisfied for now. She is now laying down and, like, rubbing my scent. That sounds weird. Just, like, rubbing where I pet her, which is kind of strange. But, yeah, so this is kind of just my little gathering hub. I kind of already hate the sound of water. Thanks to wherever it is in here, everywhere you guys can hear it. I hope going insane. However, this now has allowed me to kind of start on more stuff that I want to do. I don't remember if I showed this off in the last clip, and I could easily just go back and look, but fuck it. I have this to fill in, and then after that, we're kind of beginning our terraforming that we need. I still can't land on those. I might make them a little bit bigger so that I can land on them, but I kind of have this shaped out for where I want it to go. I was a little wrong on where our entrance will be. However, it'll be around here. This will be where everything stops and kind of where our land begins, or our pathway through the mountains begin. So this is going to come around here, slowly slope down, break and get to here, and then slowly wrap around and go back up to, well, that was weird old lag. So, and then slope all the way up to here. So essentially up here is going to be, please, thank you, is going to be where it ends, and it might come all the way up to that height. So essentially, we're going to bury all of this, which is why I'm not too concerned about this base and how bad it looks, because all it's going to be is completely for functionality, not even looks. If I wanted looks, I would have kept it like how it is there, or found a better spot for it. But I want to do landscaping before we even touch anything else. So for that, we're going to need sand, and currently this is all the sand that I have. It's kind of the last chest that I had, and the last one I can really use. Hello, child, floating in midair because the chicken has not rendered. So with that, we need to go get sand, and I think I finally figured out how replay mod works. It's not that hard. I'm just dumb. So yeah, I'm going to try that. Let's go get some sand, and I'll see you guys back when I'm done. Hello, just me and my Gucci diamond, just hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. We got ourselves a good chunk of sand. We got all this sand. Do I have more here? Nope, I have more right here. We got all of that. That's all I could really hold in my inventory. So I'm going to have to go back at some point. I there's a nice little sand reserve like right over there that not a lot of people go to, that I can pull from without really destroying much of our environment. In the meantime, between clips, I have been filling in more and more of our mountain space. I've been kind of going nuts with it. It's something that I really want to tackle and complete. It's like, these aren't the final heights that they're going to be. Most of this like this hole and this pit are going to actually be formed to be at the same height as this. So I probably will just kind of like make the inside kind of like hollowish, because that's where our oasis is going to go. However, I wanted to make sure that nothing within the caves outside of what I could see would spawn. So that's the main reason I have to fill this in. This is new. Did not know this was here, but I'm slowly getting there. Slowly, very slowly. But once we have that, I feel like we can confidently kind of start to renovate everything else. Because at that point, I don't really have to worry about finding a pit, or at least not as frequently finding a pit that I don't like and will have to stop and fill. So I think that's a win-win. Besides that, though, the only other thing that I've kind of worked on and kind of chose that I can't really put it off any longer is revamping all of our villagers. At first I didn't care, because I could just kind of like vibe and all that. But I wanna make this better. I wanna fix this. I really like this design and I really like this room. However, these guys don't give me the best of trades, and I was playing around with killing off a villager and then not killing him off. And it's insane, absolutely insane. One emerald for one mending book. I've already sold more, and there's an extreme lack on the market of villager trades. I think someone else is kind of working on their own at the moment, and I honestly don't want to take from them, but I do kind of want to sell, or at least get myself a self-sustaining supply, so I wouldn't have to rely on them. So there's that, yeah. So I think that's going to be our next like big project, like kind of finalize that and then make this little town kind of more what I want it to be. There's a lot that I want to change about this little village. I want to actually make it a functioning village, because once our oasis goes, I plan to make a pathway along here out of our village to that village. Not from our village to their village, our oasis to their village. So I really want to do that. That is definitely something that, within, I guess, lore and just kind of design, I want to attempt. So I feel like that's something that we should focus on, definitely, since we have everything else basically where I want it to be, and I'm still kind of waiting to find all of our holes within our mountains. So these guys have been good to me. I can get a lot of mending books, not even just mending, just a lot of other stuff. And honestly, I don't have a good source of experience right now, and villagers are my best source. Their other trades are insane. We have our zombie spawner, but it's really not that great. It's not the best. So I kind of want to focus on these. So I'm hoping next episode we can focus on this and tackle it, and kind of have it done. Also, excuse me, I'm being attacked by my cat. Yeah, so that's where I think we're going to go. Definitely not just me pushing off as much as possible with this fucking oasis. I am very, like, I really want to do it. Like, I really want to make this oasis. However, these like little things keep adding up, and I want to make sure that they're kind of tackled without really compromising what I want with the oasis. So I want to spend a little extra time on them instead of just making a borderline half-assed attempt. So with that, I think that's all I have for this episode. I'm kind of running out of time here for getting this out. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you're looking forward to most. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, friends.